Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to WWE Aftershock Extra. I'm Owen the Birdman Finch, and I'm here with
Chris.
And today, we're in person. That doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very
Hasn't
often.
happened since the channel update video.
Yeah.
That we've stuck to it, sort of.
Maybe.
The retros know, but like...
The retros know, and know on a bunch of other things, too.
And it's, it's May.
We've been pretty...
Yeah, we've
consistent with our
Aftershock.
uploads of Aftershock, at least.
But,
That's the one thing that we mainly wanted to get under control, because we didn't do any of them.
But I want to get those retros under control, but I'm going to figure it out.
We're never going to be able to get those under control.
Yeah. But, today we're going to do Backlash predictions.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty last minute, because we were supposed to do this Friday, but... just schedules didn't really work out, so we're doing them today because I was coming over. So we'll just do Backlash predictions today. I'm defending the belt. I forgot to mention this, but I won the belt at WrestleMania pretty dominantly.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
The only match I think I got won in that show was Al Dragon Americano versus Ray Phoenix. I think, and then I got other stuff won, but that was that was the only one I got won, and I won.
Because we all thought that, okay, since Phoenix is going to be in the match, he's going to win.
Yeah, but...
he's not going to lose on his WrestleMania debut.
And we won.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yep.
We were very wrong on that.
But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Backlash. We have 5 matches announced for the show. What's your excitement level for Backlash? It's there.
It's good. It's not crazy. I mean, we're just coming off of WrestleMania literally weeks ago.
Right.
And we had one match taken off the card, which was the Jey Uso versus Logan Paul match. It got moved to Saturday night's main event.
Oh, is that confirmed? Or?
Yep.
Yeah.
It officially got moved.
I mean, obviously...
a day or two ago?
Yeah.
Yesterday, I think, it was officially moved.
I mean, obviously, it'd be... Unless it just decided, it's happening tonight, actually.
They could swerve us all. But that's the plan, is for them to go... I guess, I think Cena's going to be on the show, too, so both the heavyweight titles are going to be there.
But yeah, we had stuff to talk about. We have 5 matches announced for the show, which is pretty consistent in the, the Triple H era.
Yeah, he wants less matches so people don't get tired.
Yeah,
and it's.
I like this format. A lot of people critique.
I like it. One thing I don't like, though, is a 2-hour fucking kickoff show. That's the one thing they need to get rid of entirely.
Countdown show, actually. Not
kickoff, countdown, whatever it is. First of all, no matches.
Yeah.
Just talking. Enough of the talking. We don't want to hear it. Okay.
Well, we're gonna hear it tonight.
Yeah, for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. It's Cena versus Orton for the very last time, so they say. If this was the Vince era, this would be the very last time 6 more times from now. So
I'm pretty sure they were supposed to have they've had 3 last time matches. They had it in the 2009 the Iron Man match. They had it at Hell in a Cell. No, the Rumble, actually, and then Hell in a Cell later in the year. Then they had it just a random match in 2017.
It's like Vince would have probably coined this match the greatest last wrestling match ever. So
yep. Hey, man, anyone's part of the greatest wrestling match ever.
He is part of the greatest wrestling match ever. You just put the last in there, it'd be the greatest last wrestling match ever.
But we got some other things that's happening on this show, though, that's pretty exciting. We're going to get to them. One match that was just literally randomly added on Raw this past week. It's the Men's Intercontinental Championship match. It's Dominic Mysterio defending against Penta. I mean, there's history here, obviously.
For dating back for a few months now.
Yeah, obviously, Dom tried to get Penta to join Judgment Day, but he didn't want to.
Good man.
Then, Dom won the belt in the 4-way, and then they had the match the night after WrestleMania where Dom won via JD McDonough return interference, and
now we're back to regular nuclear heat Dominic Mysterio.
Yes, we are.
As opposed to babyface pop Dominic Mysterio that he got at WrestleMania.
Yeah, because Vegas was weird. So, but yeah, because I'm the champion, I can't go first because. No, I have to go first, actually. It's reverse. I have to go first, and then
you have to go first, and then we go, because it wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah. I almost fucked that up.
You could just get Steve Coakley.
Yeah. But yeah, so I feel like just because Dom just won the championship, and I feel like the long-term plan is SummerSlam or some PLE this year, Finn versus Dom for the IC title, especially because that's how Dom won it. I feel like Penta's going to be protected because, again, without fail, I always get a text message when I make a vid.
All the time.
But I feel like they're going to do something where they reunite the Lucha Bros within the next few weeks, because it seems like they're starting, Chad Gable's kind of getting to the mix with Penta again, and then...
it's weird. It's weird because...
on different brands.
They're on different brands. I guess the draft is happening soon, but it was kind of weird to put, like, Phoenix on a brand.
Yeah.
And Penta on a brand, and then go, hey, guys, in a few weeks you're going to be tag teaming together.
So... But I'm picking Dominic Mysterio to retain the championship. Who are you picking?
Yeah.
You have to pick him?
I have to, because it's too soon. It really wouldn't make any sense for Dom to lose the title right now after he just won at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It would not make any sense. That'd be a bad booking decision. So I picked Dom, and Steve picked Penta by disqualification.
Okay, so Penta wins. Does he get Penta?
I guess he'll get the point then.
Yeah. So Penta doesn't win by DQ.
Penta doesn't win by DQ. We get the point. Which, haha, too bad.
But I kind of thought they would have held off in this match, like do it at Worlds Collide, but I'm still not sure what's going on with Worlds, because that's only
interesting. I think that's probably where they reunite.
Yeah.
For Worlds Collide, because that's only like a few months away now.
Yeah. Because it's only NXT. I can't see the Lucha Bros not being there.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, that would make sense because it's AAA. They spent a huge part of their careers in AAA. I would assume that because WWE bought the AAA like everything, I'm assuming they get to use Pentagon Jr. again in Phoenix instead of being Rey Fenix and Penta.
But yeah, there's more things on this show. We have a fatal four-way match for the men's United States Championship. It's Jacob Fatu defending against LA Knight, Damian Priest, and Drew McIntyre. Obviously, this has been set up the past few weeks because the Bloodline has been interrupted matches and everything like that, and then obviously
the whatever that is now, because it's fucking
because
that died a very fast death.
Yeah, because we've had some injuries, and then
Tama Tonga being out and Tonga Loa being out. Tonga Loa is probably gonna come back very soon.
Yeah.
But Tama Tonga don't even know what the injury is.
Yeah.
But they say he's gonna be out for a very long time.
So. But because I have a feeling a lot of our picks are going to be the same, we're going to do a tiebreaker. I'm picking Jacob Fatu. Again, this guy's a machine. That's way too soon to take the title off of him.
They just put the rocket ship on him. It doesn't make any sense to take it off of him
unless he doesn't take the pin, but then, and they want to, fast track into the briefcase. But there's really not, a spot for him right now to really win a world championship. I mean, I guess he could be Jay, but, I don't see him...
That feels like, that obviously there's history there, but
I don't see him.
I feel like that's not.
I don't see him using unless he's gonna cash in clean. I don't see him using the briefcase to win in the championship or anything like that. But I'm picking Jacob Fatu, and the tiebreaker is who takes the pin. I'm gonna say Damian Priest takes the pin. I think Drew McIntyre, he could take the pin because that fits his gimmick where he thinks the world's against him.
Drew McIntyre, the eater of pins.
Yeah, LA Knight. It wouldn't hurt him. No, I feel like no one taking a pin will hurt from this, actually.
No, not really.
But I think Damian Priest will take the pin. I could see something happening where, Drew lays him out with a Claymore, and then Jacob Fatu hits the moonsault, and Jacob Fatu pins Damian Priest.
I could see that, too, because I did the same exact thing. I picked Jacob Fatu winning, because, like I said, it's you just put you just strap the rocket on him. Why are you going to take it off of him now?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. And he doesn't really fit into the Money in the Bank briefcase, heavyweight championship sort of field yet. Unless if he was to go after Cena, because that's the same brand as him, but that wouldn't remotely make any sense because Cena just turned heel, so that wouldn't make any sense at all. But also, I picked Damian Priest to get the pin, to eat the pin, because he doesn't have a story right now.
Right.
So, it's not going to hurt him because he's kind of he's not it won't hurt him at all. He's going to go right into the next feud, probably against Drew again, honestly.
Again, I don't know why.
Honestly, because they have nothing to do for him. Unless he turns heel, which I could see happening, but that might be too soon. And Steve has Also, Jacob Fatu winning with Drew McIntyre eating the pin.
Wow. Poor Drew. It seems like, yeah, fuck you. You're taking the pin.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to, but but then resistant.
Then we have more stuff. We have Pat McAfee versus Gunther. Obviously, this has been hyped up for a little bit, with Gunther taking out the Royal Commentary team after Mania.
Yep.
And then
seems to happen every few years.
And then, Pat McAfee, challenged him to this match. They didn't do anything where Gunther went on the show like I thought, but
I could have sworn they were gonna do something like that, to at least to get into Pat's skin, take out a couple of his friends.
But they did the
Boston Connor and Ty Schmidt, or
they did the promo segment on Raw this week on the Golem Show, and that was very good. Pat talked about it on Friday a little bit, saying he's got some tricks up his sleeve, so we'll have to see what that's all about.
Ooh, okay. I know exactly what that means actually now. So I didn't watch it yesterday, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what's happening now at least.
But yeah, I gotta go first. I'm picking Gunther. He just lost the World Heavyweight Championship. I think he needs to kind of rebound, especially with the way he lost, since he lost by submission. I think Pat's going to put on a surprising performance. I think it'll be a domination in the beginning, then Pat will get some hope spots, and then they won't be hope spots anymore. I think Pat's going to get a big entrance when he comes out and stuff too, since it's
his first match since fucking WrestleMania against Vince, right? Oh no,
The Miz.
The Miz. Yeah, WrestleMania 39.
The first one that went well.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the Night 2 one.
Oh, God, no.
We'll talk about
Quad Man.
They don't talk about it, too, because... that match is the worst match, but yet the best match.
That was horrifically awful and funny at the same time.
I still can't believe that's the last time. That might be his last. I want that to be his last WWE appearance too. Type of thing.
He goes out in the most embarrassing way possible.
I don't think you could go out any more embarrassing.
So Steve picked the same as you. He picked Gunther. I went different. I went Pat McAfee because I feel like Goldberg comes out and helps him win. And that sets off Gunther. And that is a match probably at SummerSlam, I would think.
Yeah, because Goldberg's having one more match. I must say Gunther's having one more match this year.
He's going to retire already? Jesus. He's already upset. He must be really upset.
It's I'm done.
But yeah, I feel like that's a big match on the card at SummerSlam, and it's probably going to be Goldberg's last match. So
yeah.
It's been rumored for months that it was gonna be Gunther, and then they did that whole thing at Bad Blood last year, where he came into the ring and kind of got the huge pop, and then he's been trained like crazy. So I would assume that this is gonna be the beginning of this.
We'll see. I mean, it could still happen. Gunther could win and beat him.
He could still win, and then at the end, Goldberg can come out and make the save.
Yeah. But you gotta stick to that now. That you're sticking.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna pick Pat. I'm gonna pick Pat.
Then we have the Women's Intercontinental Championship match. It's Lyra Valkyria defending against Becky Lynch. The feud's been pretty solid. They had Becky turn on her after, Mania, after they lost the tag titles.
Why?
Yeah.
You take the belts off of Liv and Raquel for one day just to put them back on?
And Liv's not even going to be on TV for who knows how long. So
They said she'll be back in a few weeks. Because I think it had already started filming.
It's all looking good. Don't forget what happened. Speaking of that, don't forget what happened the last time when Dom's girlfriend went off TV. He got a new girl.
Uh-oh.
And you saw Finn talking to Roxanne Perez backstage recently.
Uh-oh.
So
damn it.
I think Dom's dating Roxanne next.
God damn it.
You don't want that to happen.
I really don't care about Liv at all. So.
But hey, if Dom dumps her, that's it,
That might make me like Dom more.
But anyhow, so this feud's been pretty intense. Lyra's really stepped her game up in the promos and everything like that. Becky's promos have been good, other than this week. This week's promos were really weird.
This week's promos arguably one of the worst of her career. I would think.
Yeah.
It was very terrible.
No, but then she went on the Raw podcast and it was awesome. It was
That was that in-ring segment though. It doesn't save it. That was brutal. When she started doing that too, no one in the crowd made a sound.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, what the fuck is going on?
But I'm picking Becky Lynch to become the new Women's Intercontinental Champion. I think, this women's IC title hasn't been very prestigious, I think, since they brought it back. Or since they debuted it.
It hasn't been at all.
It's been very lost in the shuffle. And I think Becky winning it could get it up to prestige, especially because Lyra's pretty much laid her out and gotten the best of Becky Lynch since this feud started. And then also, too, there's a feud with Bayley in the works that you can do. And, Becky winning the women's IC title can really bring that up to prestige. So I'm picking Becky Lynch to win the belt.
So Steve and I both have Becky, too. So it just... This whole thing just screams Becky Hogan. Like, they've been calling her Becky Hogan. Like, she comes back and immediately gets a title that's like...
Yeah.
You've done nothing with Lyra. You've done nothing. You had her have this big WrestleMania moment. Her and Bayley had to go through a fucking gauntlet to get a tag team title shot at WrestleMania. And then, out of nowhere, you take Bayley out of the match, but it was... something that was happening anyway. They knew that months beforehand, the weeks beforehand, they knew that was going to happen. So you screw over Becky, you screw over Bayley, and then Becky comes back and gets thrown in, and then they win the tag titles, and the next night she turns on her. I'm like, why not just do the turn at WrestleMania?
Yeah,
I think it would have been way more impactful had they or had them lose because of a miscommunication.
Yeah.
And then have her freaking turn on her after the match. Instead of, you didn't need to have them win the tag titles, have that entrance together, and then come out and then lose the fucking belts and never turn on her. I'm like, that was an added step that didn't need to happen.
Definitely. But yeah, then we have the main event. Not the show, so you can stay right here. Right when I say main event, though, you hurt your arm on the table.
Yeah, it's scary. I was getting ready to bolt.
But yeah, it's the WWE Undisputed Championship match. The last time ever John Cena defending against...
I hope it is.
Randy Orton. Obviously, this feud has years of history behind it. Going back to 07, 09, all that stuff.
Even before that, too.
As we talked about as we talked about the beginning of the video, they've had 50 last time evers. So
they've had quite a few.
But I think this one really is the last one. I don't see them extending it unless they want to do it to Saturday night's main event, because I don't know. It's coming up pretty soon.
That's the only thing I could see, but it's in St. Louis.
Yeah, but I say John Cena retains. I don't see them taking the belt off him right now. Again, I actually think he's going to be successful and ruin wrestling and leave with that championship, which is just breaking your heart right now, but I think he's going to do that. I think the heel one for Cena has been good so far. Tonight's going to be a real step to see if the in-win can justify it, because WrestleMania was very much not that, and it's to the point where people think that was on purpose.
Yeah.
I don't know if it is or not still, but I feel like tonight would be
that was rough.
I feel like tonight would be a telling sign if it was on purpose or not. So.
Yeah, very much so. Steve and I both picked Cena too. Want Randy to win because I think it would be pretty cool for him to win in his hometown in the last match they ever have together, which is the first time ever that it's reversed rules.
Yeah.
Because every time
on the main roster, anyways.
Because in OVW, Randy was the big baby face and Cena was the big heel.
Yeah. Well, not Cena. Someone else.
The prototype.
Yeah.
The blonde fucking flat top.
That's a retro Sunday. The prototype's entire run.
But it's really different because it's never been this way on the main roster. It's always been Cena's been the face and Orton's been the heel.
Yeah, and it's worked.
We'll see if it works tonight.
Yeah.
But it really is interesting. I really fucking hope that the match is better than one at WrestleMania, because holy shit.
Yeah.
That might have been... People say, Cena's had some crappy matches. I'm like, that might have been the worst. And if this match is the same, then it lends more credence to the fact that should never have came back for this run.
Yeah.
I feel like his heel work has gotten better.
Yeah.
over the last few weeks, but it is starting to kind of get stale with like it's like the same promo over and over again. It's like I saw this on Twitter the other day, yesterday, and someone was like, they just said, "Hey, let's turn Cena heel," and just went, "Yeah, that's it," and didn't think of a story ahead of time.
Well, The Rock kind of fucked that up too.
Yeah.
So,
I was thinking about this today. Like the perfect time would have been a WrestleMania.
yeah,
You could do Cena wins by shenanigans, like ref bump. Don't even need fucking Travis Scott in it at all.
yeah,
You could just do ref bump. Cena hits the low blow. I think that also too would have caught people by surprise because they fucking cheered from the whole match.
yeah,
So, because it would have been babyface, and Cena hits the low blow. He looks around like, oh shit, I just kicked him in the nuts, and then hits him with the yay, grabs the referee, throws him back in the ring, and pins him.
yeah,
And instead, we got a crappier, like, we got this all-time classic moment at Elimination Chamber. First time John Cena's been heel since 2003.
yeah.
And it's been, like, it's almost forgotten.
Because of The Rock.
Because of what The Rock did. The Rock just came in and was like, ticket sales are low? Alright, I'm going to help with that. I want Cody to turn heel. He's not turning heel. Okay, Cena.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll compromise on Cena. Okay. If I was Triple H, I'd be like, okay, what's next?
Yeah.
What are we doing here? Like, okay, so you're going to turn Cena heel, and then what? Nothing?
Yeah.
He's going to come on and say, oh, I'm retiring with the belt, and I'm taking the lineage with me. Okay? Like, the match sucked.
It was not good.
It was incredibly boring. I get it. He's a heel. He's supposed to be boring. But that match was all-time levels of boring. And then you have Travis Scott come out and he makes a 10-minute entrance. Half of the match was a Travis Scott entrance.
It was.
And like what the... This isn't a fucking concert. This is a wrestling match. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
And I was just sitting there. I'm like, this is terrible. I'm like, I had so much hope for this match. I'm like, oh, Cena's going to pull some dirty tricks. Like, and it was like, okay. So he rolls out 55 times. And then he does what Bray Wyatt did to him, which was don't use the belt on me stupid thing. And I was like, okay, this is dumb. This is fucking stupid. And it's like, oh, then he grabs it and hits him with it and wins. Okay, great. Awesome. This is awful. Wow, what a bummer.
So hopefully tonight's good.
I really friggin' hope that tonight we don't get a repeat of what happened at WrestleMania. In terms of like a boring, plodding, slow, uninspiring match.
Yeah.
Between someone who looks like he's now phoning it in. And that's something that you could never say that about John before, is that he phoned anything in. He always did everything to the max.
Yeah, definitely.
And it feels like, I know, like, it's a part of his heel gimmick, like, but it just does not look good.
Yeah, so hopefully tonight's good. Yeah, that's everything. Backlash looks good. I think it'll be good.
It's a pretty solid card. I mean, it's a secondary PLE. It's not meant to be 10 matches with false finishes and fucking everything in between.
That's what the other company's for.
That's what they do. Not what WWE does. WWE gives you 5 matches. They set them up real quick. Or that some of them, obviously, Cena and Orton have a long-standing history going back over 20 years. But this is like to get them to Saturday night's main event.
I mean, we're still out of Mania season, so like...
Yeah. And the one thing I will say is these next few PLEs are quick succession. It's Backlash, it's Saturday night's main event again in a few more weeks, and then it's Worlds Collide.
Yeah, and they'll Battleground, too.
And Battleground. So it's like, you get 4 PLEs within the next month and a half.
Yeah.
So it's like, they need to space these out.
They definitely do.
Because there was some story involved. I mean, obviously Orton and Cena don't really need a story because they already have it. But people like Pat and Gunther kind of needed maybe a little bit more time.
Yeah.
Becky and Lyra, they didn't really tap into the the past history with them.
No.
About, like, you know, Lyra being a fan of her, like, being that was her idol, and they didn't tap into any of that. And the fatal four-way was, like, Drew was thrown in the last second.
Yeah.
It was a triple threat originally, then Drew came out and fucking kicked off Fatu's head last night. They're like, nope, McIntyre, you're in the match now.
Yeah.
So this match really didn't have that much build to it either. So I hope Saturday's main event has people that weren't on this card, so they can kind of build that up.
Well, except Cena.
I think Cena's going to be on the card. I think that's...
Yeah.
But, like, so if Randy... that's the end.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is going to face Cena at Saturday's main event? Because he has to be there on Raw to set something up.
Yeah, so we'll see.
He can't just go away and start filming fucking other shit.
Yeah.
And then Saturday's main event shows up and he goes, open challenge, who's going to fight me? Like,
yeah,
no, that's face Cena. This is heel Cena. You need something to build up to, because you have the one match, which is Jey Uso versus Logan Paul as Saturday Night's main event. That's the one match so far that's basically been confirmed.
Yeah. But yeah, let's end this off. Making it, if you don't win the title, you're fired. You're done.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Actually, no.
Yes.
If you do win the title, then you're...
if you win the title, I don't want to be associated with you ever again. Fuck you.
You're gonna ruin it. Actually, I mean, if Steve wins the title, he's fired.
Oh,
I'm taking the belt right off him.
If he wins it, or if he wins or loses,
he's fired.
Or ties,
He's screwed. He's fucking done. Like, never coming back. I don't even want to ever see his like face on the show ever again. Like, he is just so beyond done. He can't even be saved.
Absolutely. Fuck yes. Let's do that.
But yeah, well,
physically too. We have to literally find him, film us literally kicking him out.
But no one's fired. No one's fired.
I know, we kid. We're kidding. It's a joke. Steve's not really fired, or maybe he is. We don't know yet.
He hasn't been on in a while.
He hasn't been on in a while. You don't know. Maybe this was filmed in the future. You don't know.
Got this fired. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. You know, we have some retros planned. I think we're actually going to try to fucking do them. So
I hope so. Shit doesn't get sprung last second, but it probably will.
But yeah, that's it. This wasn't edited because then...
Don't need to.
Yeah, we don't need to.
Don't need to. There's two people.
Yeah.
There's two people with reading off three of them. So, 3 predictions.
Anything you want to plug before we get out of here?
Just, you know, enjoy Saturday Night's main event in a few weeks. Not that. Backlash. From the Encore Center in St. Louis, Missouri. Should be a great show tonight. You know, 5 matches. Not bad. Obviously, it's headlined by Cena and Orton, but enjoy it. Hope the match doesn't fucking suck. If it does, this run's screwed.
Very much so. Unless it's on purpose. I don't know what's going on anymore, though, so...